Hi, I'm John Matecki at Tech Warrior Enterprise. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us this week for this tactical Tech Warrior Ops. Unfortunately, it has to be virtual due to the pandemic that we're slowly getting away from. So we appreciate you taking the time from your business and your schedule to be here. We've got a great program lined up for you through this week. For those of you that are attending as a small business, some of you may have already done your pitches or sat with the subject matter experts. For those of you that will have that later today or tomorrow, wish you the best of luck and preparedness. And then moving into the last 2 days of the event, you'll be able to get outstanding outbrief from these men and women that will give you direct feedback on your products to make it better for your end customers. And then you'll have the opportunity to pitch your product in front of an open audience that could potentially lead to various agreements and hopefully awards for you. Keep in mind, this event, as you go through, you're gonna have challenges. Internet's not gonna work, things are gonna happen. We encourage you to stay positive. Our team will work with you at every step of the way to make sure that this event is most successful for you. So when you have those moments, pause, reach out to our team, let us help you. That is the end goal here, is to help you and to help the warfighter. So when those trying times come up, please ensure you do that and take advantage of it. But the overall part of this event that is on you as a participant, I'm talking directly to you small businesses, is you will get what you put out of it. If you put 10% in, you will get 10% back. If you put 100% in, I promise you, you will get 100% back. So come in with a positive, open mind. Be willing to take the guidance from our subject matter experts and the inputs from your pitch rooms, because ultimately, we want to set you up as a small business for success, because we know your products getting into the end user's hand, the warfighter and first responders, is the ultimate goal, to make this nation safer and to prevent, and if need be, destroy our enemies. Thank you so much for attending this event. For those of you that are not small businesses, this is directed to you. If you know someone or you are a small business and you're on the fence, please evaluate this week, and I encourage you to take advantage of our free services to be part of this. Hopefully, God willing, our next event will be in person, and then we'll be able to actually meet face to face, shake hands, play with your devices in a more open form. So take advantage of that. And for those of you that are in attendance to listen to our open pitches, please come in with an open mind and be willing to give as much feedback as you possibly can to these small businesses so that they can help our warfighters and first responders out there on the front lines. So an event like this does not happen without amazing support. I get to stand on the shoulders of giants. Thank you to the Center of Excellence team all across the board, the Air Force SBIR, STTR program office, to our team of Tech Warrior and inside our mother system of Parallax Advanced Research. I want to thank my tag team partner, Dan Demota, who most of you will see in your subject matter expert room. Thank him for all the support that he's given me over the course of the years. So thank you to everybody out there. You've contributed one way or another. I hope this is the most successful event that you've ever attended, in turn helping us raise the bar for the next time you come. So without further ado, it is my privilege and honor to introduce you to the Director of Tech Warrior Program, Mr. Rufus Smith. Rufus?
Hello, my name is Rufus Smith, and I am the Director of the Tech Warrior Enterprise, a United States Air Force Small Business Innovation Research and Technology Transfer Program managed by Parallax Advanced Research in Dayton, Ohio. Thank you for joining us at the Tech Warrior Enterprise Virtual Tactical Ops event this week. In times like these, we are grateful more than ever to have a means without interruption to connect with each of you from around the United States in an effort to advance the technical prowess of the United States Air Force. We're excited to get to know each of you and your companies, observe your technology demonstrations, and engage with you with feedback to advance your technologies to the next level toward the United States Air Force application. I know you all have prepared yourselves diligently and are ready to rock and roll by showcasing the hard work, sleepless nights, and infinite hours that are at the foundation of your innovations over the next 5 days. For the duration of this event, we'll get a tremendous amount of work done. Every participating business will showcase their capabilities to the government tech scouts and gain valuable subject matter expert feedback in real time. Network with other businesses and gain insight into what the United States Air Force is looking for in the next generation of science and technology from industry across the nation. This week, you will see that when we leverage the investments in Tech Warrior Enterprise to connect and engage with American small business on science and technology innovation that we grow the United States innovation process and pipeline, and together enhance the operational effectiveness of our national security, drive the innovation economy, and produce technology that improves our lives. I'd like to thank you for your participation.
We've created a mobile vehicle barrier that is actually kind of like a Lego set that can be pieced together. No one piece weighs more than 47 pounds. We can go from 5 feet to infinity, and we can pretty much stop any vehicle that you would run into it. It was originally designed because we had a tragedy in our home state of a woman careening into a parade. She went through some plastic barriers, and we didn't understand why a strong portable barrier didn't exist. The barrier works by taking the vehicle's force and throwing it into the ground. So when the car hits it, it takes that forward movement and it jacks it into the ground. It can go on any surface, asphalt, concrete, gravel. That takes no special equipment to move it. Then our product can be hit numerous times, crashed into, and dusted off and put it right back up. 20 feet of it can be set up in a matter of about 5 minutes by 3 able-bodied people. If they needed to quickly block off a road, set up a secure perimeter that a vehicle might penetrate. This has been a great event. We've made a lot of contacts. We're able to get a lot of our questions answered, met a lot of subject matter experts that gave us some valuable feedback. It is not an SBIR product yet. We do hope to submit for the next cycle.
The technology we brought out here is one of a kind. It will improve the situational and tactical awareness on the battlefield and help save lives by shortening the time from point of injury to point of treatment. Potentially, when you have a penetrating wound, it's very hard to identify the type of wound, so we're trying to give the medic a head start to save valuable minutes. Every second counts, especially when we're dealing with massive hemorrhaging. We brought a smart sensing shirt that detects impact to the body, penetrating wounds that cause massive hemorrhaging. As soon as an operator is injured out on the battlefield, the system automatically sends out the distress signal, so all the combat medics and other teammates will know that something happened to you. They can see your vital signs. So it's very important for remote triage capabilities, especially if you have multiple members down, to assess to which person you would go first to do some kind of treatment on. And also you're starting the data collection process early on. So everything that will help the medic to assist and assess where the wound is, especially if we're thinking about a night operation and a person is, it's dark, it's a lot of bodily fluids. The tests that were conducted over here went quite successful, and we got a lot of feedback in regards to the variability of the device and how it integrates into existing systems. We attended last year for the first time the Tech Warrior event, and we brought a very early stage prototype, more of a proof of concept, an idea, which now we're planning to have a ruggedized version ready for market entry by the end of the year, beginning of next year. We received very good feedback from various groups that were attending the Tech Warrior event, not only from an operator point of view, but also from other companies that we since then started to collaborate with to offer a system that could be used in various different ways and scenarios. We're out of the Massachusetts area, and we received a lot of feedback from the local SWAT teams, so we're working with some of them to make a garment and available for them as well. This is the second time we are attending a Tech Warrior, and it's always been a great an honor to be here, and just fantastic people we've met from the end user point of view, but also from other companies. So I highly recommend it to anyone out there to participate.
We're simply just trying to put eyes in the back of your head. It's a camera system paired to a near-eye optic solution to basically allow the warfighter to watch their own six, remove blind spots, give full-time situational awareness, and allow them to be force multipliers. In short, we want these guys to be safer and more lethal. Our technology was not based on what other people were doing. It's simply based on a need and the natural consensus that we need to have a line of sight behind us. And if we can bring the technology together to do that, that's where we're trying to go with this. This technology was just something I saw. It's as if I could see it in real time in my mind being used and applicable for the warfighter. We have a wide range of market applications that we theorize could be used with this technology. Motorcyclist, bicyclist, law enforcement, counter surveillance for FBI, ATF, anywhere somebody needs to know what's going on behind them. There's just huge market potential. We've gotten some excellent feedback in the form that we've got a lot of work to do. And what we've learned is that we need improvements for ruggedization. We need to take out some latency. There's some bugs in our system that just need some work. One of the things I was told leading up to this event was we'd rather it break here than in theater. But being here, I would say, for us has been crucial. We've met potential component providers, partnerships, collaborations. We've gotten crucial feedback. Although tough, it's what we needed to hear, and that's what's going to develop our system. So this was our first opportunity to get some real feedback rather than just demonstrating on a table. This is an environment where I feel like is safe for me to talk about my technology, get some demonstration and feedback from end users. It's not myself who's going to develop this in the end. I can come up with the ideas, I can come up with some of the paths for this, but it's the warfighter, it's the end user who is creating this for themselves. All of the feedback from this event will be plugged into the next system. Thankful to be here. We hope to take all this feedback and devise a better, rugged system for the warfighter.
Our product is an ankle support. What it does is it mimics the way the body works at the ankle joint, and then it helps to protect the warfighter through rough terrain or through physical training, and helps to mitigate the risk of ankle injury. Our technology will help benefit the warfighter through keeping them healthy. An ankle injury can cost the military up to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 depending on the injury, and that's just at level 1. Once you get into tier 2 and tier 3 of long-term care, those costs get incredibly high. And so we help keep the warfighter protected throughout the battlefield or in a training setting, but we also help the military save money long-term by prophylactically or before an injury ever happens, outfitting the warfighter with an ankle support. The conventional method for supporting an ankle is you wrap it up with a static and stiff support or tape or neoprene. Our product is dynamic, has a proprietary polyurethane blend that mimics the ligaments. So ours is different because it actually mimics the way the body is designed to work. So as the warfighter goes through the full range of motion, they don't experience any restriction. But when they hit the end range of motion, where the injury actually occurs, our product then corrects that negative motion pattern and puts them back into a proper range of motion to help avoid the injury. The person testing the product here for us was able to go through the full range of motion without any restriction, but there was one gentleman that was carrying a 250-pound man on his back, and he felt his ankle roll into an endangered position, and like a rubber band, our product came back and then snapped his ankle back into position to help avoid the injury. This event has given us a lot of direct feedback we wouldn't otherwise get. In Lincoln, Nebraska, we don't have a lot of military connections or ties, and this event has really given us firsthand access into the world of military personnel and then put them in real world settings to be able to see how does our product perform as they're going through their daily duties. And that feedback has been invaluable. Would definitely recommend this event to anyone looking to get into a military environment.
What I want to create is the next generation in body cameras. Not just a body camera that can record video, but a device that can save lives. What I propose in my solution is something new that's going to be the very first American-made, military-grade body camera system for law enforcement and military. It's called the Blackstone technology. The major differences is that it's going to have facial recognition, so when officers out on the scene need to identify the suspect, that facial recognition is going to be able to help. The second part is called Sos Connect. In the event an officer or a soldier needs help, you could either 1, push a button, 2, voice activate by saying officer needs help, and number 3, if his body camera is laying flat, it will just represent maybe the fact that he's been shot or injured and laying down. So it will then allow him a certain number of moments to right side that body camera up, and if he doesn't, it will then send the SOS Connect back to dispatch and fellow officers. Let's say that you're a medic and you're out in the battlefield. The injury you're working on may be beyond your expertise. So imagine a body camera where you can be connected to a headset for point of view. You push a button, it connects you to the command center where you have surgeons and doctors who can see in real time, in clear HD video color footage, the injury that you're working on, and can, over two-way communication through our body camera system, tell you exactly what to do to save the lives of that injured person. This is a great opportunity at SBI because I understand that it's kind of two parts where they want us to develop product for the military, but also something that can be sold to consumers, and it's great because it's part of what's going to build our economy back up as well. When you're running a company every day, handling the day activities of the office, you don't get to really interact with people like I have been here. To get to meet different entrepreneurs at different stages, the different personalities, the different types of thinking, and then to meet the personnel here at Tech Warrior that wore my product, gave me some feedback. To have that relationship with them is, I can't explain it, it's just invaluable. When I look at the other guys who just barely have a concept right now and just starting up, that's where I was before. So it kind of gives me that energy, I feed off that energy, and I'm excited again. It's as if I'm a startup all over again. And in truth, although my company's been around for 18 years, I feel like an 18-year-old startup. It's always exciting, always moving on to the next thing, next frontier.
The product we brought here is a microclimate heating and cooling device, and we're blowing ambient air through using some special fabrics that really enhance the cooling effect. And we have a little chamois that you can wet it and really enhance the cooling as well. I've talked to helicopter pilots, and one of the big complaints about any product like what we're doing is it can't be restricted. It can't weigh too much, and it certainly cannot take too much power. And ours is a total of 2 pounds with the battery and 5-6 watts for cooling. The primary audience is the AFSOC community, tactical and non-tactical. We have a product for the people who are going to be wearing the tactical vest, the plates in there, and right now there's no airflow underneath those plates. And so what we've done is built this little set-off in our vest, and then so we're blowing air into that area where there's no air right now. The key is keep it tight enough to your body where it's going to really increase that airflow. Last week we delivered 30 units to AFSOC and AFRL. They will begin an operational end-user assessment within about 2 weeks. At the end of that report period, we should have a quick look report by August 19th, and we're at like a TRL 7 right now. If we can keep that or increase that to an 8, then we're eligible for Phase 3 funding. And if that happens, then we believe that we can move quickly to get it out in the marketplace. Yesterday's demo and the presentation to Shahidi and those folks went extremely well. The feedback yesterday was very, very positive. In fact, he said that he considered us as one of their success stories. He said, we consider you to be a graduate of the SBIR program for this particular technology, which is music to my ears, because that means we kind of get the shove out the door to go out and with their approval and their backing, to meet with the right folks and try to take this to Phase 3. Those people are worth a lot, and that's one of the things I love about coming to this event.
LRAD is a long-range acoustic hailing devices. They provide the user with an ability to transmit their voice down to an extended distance. What makes them different in the marketplace is that rather than just being projected straight out like a bullhorn, it rifles it, kind of focuses it down, and they're very good at being clear, intelligible voice so you can hear very well exactly what the person is saying.
This is a test of the long-range acoustic device, LRAD. The LRAD can be used to hail and notify at great distances using live or pre-recorded sounds or voice messages.
It's optimized for human voice, so you can pre-record messages that you want to transmit to people, whether it be in a disaster area, whether it be just crowd control, or in an event where you want to tell people what to do and where to go and how to respond. There are a variety of different devices that we have. The white one next to me will send the sound out in a 360-degree arc. The other two further to my left are more directional in nature. They'll produce the sound will go out anywhere from 50 to 2,000 meters out, and in a cone about 30-degree arcs. It's the improvement to a bullhorn. The bullhorn is kind of like a shotgun, whereas this device is more of a rifle shot. It's used by the warfighter in both Afghanistan and Iraq to communicate with the local people that may be coming up onto a U.S. vehicle. They can use it and focus it at them and talk to them. With the bullhorns and the noise that's going around them, it's very difficult for them to hear. It's also been integrated onto helicopters, and you can hear it over the prop wash, so you can speak down from it. Fire departments and police departments have it as well. The Coast Guard uses it, the Navy. They're on cruise ships for them to be able to talk to people on shore.
When you connect to an aircraft, you have hundreds of pieces of equipment scattered across the base. You want to know where that equipment is and how to recover it if you need to. Here at Tech Warrior, we have an equipment tracking device. The equipment tracking device is used to track your aerospace ground equipment or construction equipment or any type of vehicles that you want to keep track of in the outdoor elements. It uses GPS and uses cellular technology to send your coordinates to a centralized database, and your equipment's positions get shown in a database that's displayed to a user online. Our equipment is designed to eliminate the need for paper or manual record keeping. Now all your equipment data, your location data is stored online and easy to access. The current state of the product is a proof of concept system. It's large, bulky, but still has all the essential elements that we need going forward with a smaller form factor product we're going to come out with phase 2 and beyond. Participating in Tech Warrior Ops has helped us tremendously to get immediate feedback on our product, to actually have it out in the field, going over bumpy roads, grounds. We're getting real world experience and use out of it to see what we can make stronger, what make more efficient, to be more operable for the warfighter.
If you're searching for somebody, like in the scenario where they were searching for the kids, if they have a tracker on, you can actually check in and range to them. If they could tell they were in that building, they could quickly go to them. TRX does GPS denied tracking. So that could be in a building, in an actual jamming situation, underground, anywhere where you can't get a GPS signal. We continue tracking from that point based on the sensors in our tracker. We have sensors in the device that will actually track you no matter where you are. So if you're in a cave and you get no RF, it will still track you into that cave. And it can also use map data. So if I know that I'm in this building and I know where the hallways are, the stairwells are, I can use that information to make your location better. It would plot your dot on it, and as you walk into a building, it would continue to track you and show where you are on that map. TRX is pretty focused. We do tracking of dismount people, and both of our SBIRs have been with the same technology, but one was for training and one is for actual first responder missions. One of the things we propose to do in the next phase of our SBIR is to put that into a DoD command view so that it can be shown with a lot of other DoD data. We've sold probably 500 of our trackers to the military users, and so we're trying to make it work better for their use case.
Exoskeletons in general are best described as wearable robotics that help you move. Most conventional exoskeletons are designed using motors at the joints to help apply torque to help assist your motion. The uniqueness of our technology is that we are using very lightweight materials and pneumatic power. Conventional exoskeletons tended to have been very expensive and very heavy. There's a couple really great ones out there that are used in hospitals, rehabilitation, helping people who have lost the use of their lower legs to help them walk. And those are incredible devices and they can change people's lives, but they're very expensive. Our CEO was very frustrated watching people getting to enjoy those devices, but only for a short period of time. His goal is to take exoskeleton technology, make it useful to people, but also to make it accessible. Our goal is to provide lightweight, inexpensive exoskeletons for everyday use. And so what makes our technology very unique is that we use air pressure. And so that's what allows us to develop these lightweight and inexpensive devices. It's been a wonderful experience. We've gotten some great feedback here, just getting access to just the variety of potential users. In particular, we were fortunate enough to be able to talk to someone who's involved in first response and in firefighting. Whenever a firefighter enters a building, all the elevators are always shut off. They have to hump up every flight of stairs carrying 100 to 200 pounds worth of gear and hoses. We believe that our knee exoskeleton is something that could help offload some of the stresses on the knee and on the muscles, such that someone would be able to carry that up to where they actually need to fight the fire and have more energy. This is the first time that we've been able to encounter first responders in a branch of the military. I think it's going to benefit our company with opening new doors for new opportunities, access to first responders in the Air Force, and that's access we wouldn't have been able to find otherwise. I feel very lucky that we were invited to this event, and it's been a great experience being here.
What we're representing today is Airstar lighting. What provides clean light to people? What you see here is a balloon lighting from Airstar, developed back for Hollywood to light up film areas. It's a lot more comfortable for actors to work in the dark. What makes it unique is the fact that there's no glare with it. So what they've done now is try to adapt that to the first responder, military, and even construction market. You've probably seen these on pavers, working on the highway systems at night. One of the benefits of the light is that it provides no glare. You can look into it and then turn your head away at night and you don't see those blue dots. It provides really good color retention while working like in aircraft manufacturing or even doing triage on the side of a road with a casualty. You can see better off what the actual problems might be. A lot of the other technologies use halogen or high pressure sodium, which draw a lot more power. This one is LED, so it's a lot cooler, especially when you consider if you load like a halogen light, those create a lot of heat when they're on. It also has the ability to plug into the NATO slave plugs on the side of all US and NATO forces vehicles, like a Humvee on the side of it has a slave plug, so you can plug directly into that. So if they're going to do work on their vehicle at night, they can definitely do that. It makes the night day. Airstar produces lights that are 10 meters in diameter that can be raised up above and light up a city block if necessary.